Okay, what's up everybody? Today, we're gonna be looking at the latest and greatest version of ZenithOS, and it's gonna be a bare metal install! It's gonna be a bare metal install. You hear that? Alright. Tom has been doing a lot of work on this. He's been doing a lot of work on this. He's finally gotten AHCI to work, which means that you don't need a centuries-old hard drive, or you don't need to emulate, a really old hard drive in order to be able to boot ZenithOS. Like if you go into the BIOS, I'll show you that later. You can in this computer, which is an Athlon X2, you have the option to do that. Let me show you. Like, not this computer, this is in this Optiplex. This is like got an Athlon X2 in it, and sorry, I lost my train of thought. The point is, AHCI works, and another thing is that another thing that is interesting is that previously in this project, when I tried to boot ZenithOS, AMD 64-bit chips for whatever reason didn't work, especially multi-core. Like as the farthest I had gotten when Void was still working on it, and he said that he said that there's some Intel specific assembly language that Terry had used in TempleOS that does not play nice with these AMD machines. I don't know much more than that, unfortunately, or why it does that. Probably has something to do with why it did that. Probably has something to do with when multi-core was a new thing, they had different approaches to it. 'Cause Intel did not want to just accept that, hey, AMD not only made the first 64-bit version of x86, they're also the first to properly do multi-core for said architecture. They probably had some disagreements over that, and however they implemented it just wasn't compatible. But anyways, let's see. Yeah, let me grab the disk. But before I show you that, I'm going to just show you what I'm talking about regarding AHCI, because it's just a neat detail. So when I boot this up, it takes a couple of seconds. I'm going to press F10 for setup. It's a fairly new computer. It's not the oldest of Athlons. But yeah, alright. So when you go to storage options and you want to run this bare metal, make sure that SATA emulation is put to AHCI and not legacy mode IDE. This is what used to be needed, but not anymore. In fact, if you try this, you'll get an error message saying that you'll have to restart your PC and change this. So keep that in mind. You need to have this in AHCI. Alright. So we're not gonna change anything. Ignore changes and exit. Now I'm going to insert the disk. Hopefully that works. If I have to, it tries to boot from. I'll just restart the PC if it takes too long. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. ZenithOS version 2. Alright. So we are going to, this is going to be a two-step process. We're just going to ask us install onto hard drive. Let me see, does that actually show up? Okay, the text isn't very clear. Hopefully I can adjust that just a bit. Okay, guess not. Blurry text is all you're gonna get for the time being. Unless, yeah, I can hold it, I guess, while I show you. Okay. So yeah, install onto hard drive, yes. How are you installing inside VMware, QEMU, VirtualBox, or a similar virtual machine? Believe it or not, this is actually more reliable to just press yes and hope it installs than to bother doing anything else unless you plan to dual boot. Just because what the first when it asks you if you're booting into a virtual machine, Tom described it to me as all it's doing is looking for the first available hard drive and it'll install it to that. So that's what it's gonna do. Oh yeah, and obviously if you were to insert this into your computer and you got to the live CD like what we're seeing right here, that itself is amazing. Okay? Like, the first time I inserted this disc and I got this far, I was amazed that this worked. So that itself impressed me. So now we are going to reboot. Alright, so you see the screen, the ZenithOS boot order loader. Just do first selection, drive C, and here we are. Okay. So I'm going to go and select the various programs. There's a bunch of programs here. What I'm going to do is just test a bunch of them and see how they go. But the first thing that I want to test, since this is the most problematic, it's not. I'm for the rest of these I'll go in order. But Talons has traditionally given a lot of problems, so we'll see how Talons works. So it's not just the running. The running is fine, but when you exit and you try and restart, it gives a problem. So let's see. So let's play a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. 99% pegged for one of the cores and the other is using it a bit. The other is being lightly used. It's at 30. It bounces between 17 and 40%. Wait, can't I move up? Okay. I apparently got one of the fish. Okay, that's enough. That song drives people mad. Okay, so we've exited successfully. Now let's see if we are able to launch it again without problems. It's very good that you've made it this far with 0 errors. By now I would have at least gotten 1 or 2 errors. At some AHCI buffer related thing. But no errors so far. Let's have one and see what happens on the second one. I am warned that something should go wrong now. Oh! It didn't. Nothing wrong here either. Okay, I'll exit again. Yay! Hooray! Alright, let's go after the rest of them. How about... what is titanium? Sweep side to side while shooting, holding down space. Alright, I'll just keep it like that. Run smoothly. It's a single. It mostly makes use of one core out of the two. That's fine. And when you play this game, you want to probably make sure you're not shooting your own soldiers, which are the blue soldiers. But the purple ones are on yours. I mean, the purple ones are your enemy, the blue ones are on your side. Alright, that works fine. How about Black Diamond? I wonder how we even get score. Okay, that's a pretty short game, alright. What is this? Oh, and if you're wondering about the volume, I don't think you have any control over that. Because the audio comes from the PC speaker, so you see these. Do you see it? Yeah, these volume controls. That has nothing to do with the speaker coming out of the desktop. Okay, I'm back. So what we see here is that when we do mute off, you're actually turning it on. I'll demonstrate again here. This one. And then if we do mute on, we won't have any audio. So that's pretty nice. But I don't get how this game works. Oh, you just have to wait. You can't spam the spacebar to fly up. Anyways, let's check out the rest. Alright, here's the room. Forgot, how do I accelerate? Alright, that was funny. Let's try it again. None of the keybinds seem to be working for this. If I pressed all the keys... Oh wait, I might have been... It's probably already game over. Let's try one more time. Oh, what's that? What's that? I'll try one more time, but I can turn. Oh. Maybe because... Maybe because this computer is too slow to run it properly? Because one thing I'm noticing is that even the more intensive games are not utilizing all the cores that they're supposed to be using. when I use a virtual machine, I do not accelerate this slowly. Okay. Well, there's that. What's this? Flat tops. Yeah, what is up with that? It's starting to lag now, and there's only 99 here and 1 here. Look. We're getting like 3 frames per second. And it's frozen right now. So I don't know how to explain that. If I can even quit the game to begin with. Okay, yeah, I can. Bomber Golf. Alright, so use the arrow keys to move, and use the spacebar, I think the spacebar, to deal your damage. But once again, there's some random stuttering every time you try and drop your payload. It decides to have frame drops, which that makes it an unpleasant experience. As you get the basketball, that becomes too much for the computer to handle or something. Alright, well, that's funny. A rawhide. Coral the cattle. The coral is in the upper left corner if you scroll. What? Can I not open this? Oh, you have to open the gate. Well, that's interesting. Here's Excalibur, face away from sun in solar storm. That's all you get. And the graphics for this one are a bit weird. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be looking at a black space. I really can't tell. What is this? Wenceslas. Could King Wenceslas? Okay, cool. If you want me to look at these programs in more depth, usually you would probably want me to do this in the virtual machine, not see this in the stuttering mess. The point of this test is to just see if these work at all. And to report any issues. Seeing this like function with frame drops is a much more preferable experience than having them crash every 3 seconds, which is what we used to have to deal with. Here's battle lines. This one I kind of get. You basically have to make sure your soldiers are in a more orderly position than this, and get them to effectively attack the enemy without losing losing all your forces. Right-clicking sort of gathers them, left-clicking it disperses them. Right now, my forces are pretty dispersed. Let's try this again. Okay, so right-clicking makes them move towards you. Let's try this pincer attack. Not pincer, spearheading. Okay, well, I'm not the greatest general. Let's do that one more time. Come on, the enemy's over here. Oh yeah, and in this top right corner it shows you how many you have left. I have 60 right now and I have 83. Let's do that one more time, and then I'll move on to something else. Okay, well, This one's a lot, but that was a lot. One went a lot better than the last few attempts. Okay, here's chess. Yep. No. Oh, am I supposed to type these? Alright, how about G? Wait, do I? How does this work? Let's say both for a yes. Does this mouse work with this? No, I guess not. I tried typing in G7, but instead, it keeps asking who is human and who is not. So that's not very useful. Alright, let's do Castle Frankenstein. We've already done Talons. Surprisingly, this runs a bit better, but there is still a lot of stuttering. Yeah, no, I changed my mind. This is horrible. But I'm pretty confident I can complete this, even if everything is stuttering right now. Yes. Good, there are 7 left. We are getting anywhere from a total of 2 frames per second through 50. So that means that on average we're getting a better playable frame rate than Cyberpunk 2077, which is an impressive achievement considering that we are running on an Athlon. with CPU graphics nonetheless, no GPU needed. And likewise, even these things considered, we are getting all these colorful and interesting to look at graphics. It's an interesting art style, and we have an impressive story to think about, such as dealing with one thinking about why there are so many of these trapezoidal hexagon creatures. Also, there's just one left. So I had the patience to play through this more than I would ever have the patience to play through Cyberpunk, or the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, or geez, I don't know, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. See, all those modern RPGs, they're not fun. This is. The only problem is I have no idea where that last guy is, because these guys can run pretty fast. Yeah, you can't step there. Let's check this place. Yes, the last one is in this garden. This indoors garden. Congratulations, we have done it. We have beaten our record of 9,999 seconds for 224 seconds. So You know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Let's try Zone Out, which is this is a not a remake, but sort of a spiritual successor to Battlezone. This one works pretty well, probably because the background is 2D. Well, only the tank models are 3D, so not much computational power to worry about being used up. The turning speed's a bit slow in comparison to how fast we move forward and backwards, but that's to be expected because we are inside a tank. Alright, and that's the end of that. 48 seconds. Which one is this? To the front. Sure, if that wants to be the seed, we'll use that. Human. Simple AI. Left click to move or fire units. Space or right click to end phase. Shift to show line of sight. Enter start in the game. Oh, that looks pretty complex. I never knew such a strategy game was available for ZenithOS. Interesting. We'll probably have to look at that later. I have no idea how that's going to work. Okay, so this is basically just a bridge constructor, and let's see, steel. I'll try and make a, what do you call it? Those triangle bridges. Those, I don't even know. Alright, steel. If only I remember which button you're supposed to use in order to test this. How do I test this? R? No, I don't want to delete anything. F, A, space. Oh no. Wait, do I have to restart? Do I have to restart this? Well, that's... Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. M. Oh. That's not what I meant. Let's do that again. this do? Oh, Jesus. Just make everything out of steel. Oh no. Okay, well, that's not going to work. We'll try that again some other time. What is 3 checkers? I don't know. 3. Step on one of the link midpoints. What? Like this? How about no? Oh wait. What is this? I don't get this. Digits. I'm assuming this is just gonna be Simon Says. It's even worse than that. It's Simon Says, but with numbers. Alright. Strut. Oh, okay, so these are code scraps, he says. I think this is his rocket simulator. This was Terry Davis's rocket simulator. I can see why it was a code scrap, not because it's not cool, it's because it runs horrible for some reason. And though I don't think that's entirely Terry Davis's fault, Tom tried to get multi-core working, and he sorta got it to work. So before, as I said, when you try to boot ZenithOS on this machine, it would get one. It would first of all, it would crash. Trying to simply accept that both cores existed. And then Void said, okay, try running it with just one core. As in, he made an ISO where it only accepted one core. And it only looked for one core, and it stuck to that. And that sort of worked. Until you tried actually running something like Varoom. But then, like a year later, we got Tom to work on this. I mean, he's been working on a lot of things related to this, but he finally figured out how to get multi-core to work. And one issue now he'll have to face is figuring out why programs that I'm pretty sure are supposed to be multi-core, why they don't work properly with most of these programs. Let's see, what is the dead? Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. This is a good demo. The problem is that the moment you start moving, the range gets cut off. So if I do this, and I go over here, oh, well, I don't know then. Sometimes it gets cut off for whatever reason. Alright, that's cool. What's dungeon? I don't get it. Models, I'm assuming you just spare 3D model. Make a CS sprite model and cut and paste it. I'm not going to mess with that. No, please. No. Get out of here. Here's Jukebox. There's a little Psalm Eddy, Budget, Logic, and Vocab. These are the non-game programs. I'm probably going to have to enable the audio for some of these. But let's see. I'll enable it for a little bit. Oh, well, shoot. How do I open a new terminal? File. Bring a new menu up or something. About. Go take me to welcome. No, not this. Take me here. Yeah, okay, that's good. So we'll do mute off. And go to this menu. Wait, wrong one. Let's make a new one. If you try to press keys too fast, it doesn't accept. On PC speaker mode emulation with like a virtual VMware, not VirtualBox. VMware, it copes much better with this. So you have to play slowly. So if you do... This is a limit to the repertoire. But where is... How about this? Hold on. Let me think. You get the idea. I'm trying to play for Elise and it's not the the keys on this fake keyboard, they don't highlight, so I'm trying to translate what the computer keyboard is supposed to be to the actual physical keyboard, and that's not fun. Also, I'm pretty sure you can do more. It's not just typing with this that you can do with this program. There's these. You put. I don't know why there's no treble clef of any sort. So I'm going to assume this is a treble, this is the bass clef. How do I do flats? Where's the flats? I have no idea what these numbers are supposed to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's just go in order. We'll try and just play all of C major, like C, D, E, F, G, H. C, D, E. Oh, it's right here. C, D, E. Nope, that's wrong still. Here. C, D, E, F, and G is on the second line. At least you know it's in the 4/4 time when you're organizing this. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Let's see if it plays that. Where do I press play? Oh. Oh. How do I press play? Enter. Oh, here. I missed one. Okay, so let's try. Let's try. No. Nah, we'll try this later. I need more practice with this, but you get the idea of how the program works. And you see that it functions normally. If we wanted to practice, we try all of these. What's jukebox? So there's 3 preset songs that are saved here. that's fine. Budgets, what do you mean? And you can't even to set the name and color of your accounts, to delete accounts, manually edit. Okay. Okay, double clicking on utilities brings you back to this menu. That's great. Okay, logic. What is this? This is probably for logic gates. But like, I didn't figure out how you're supposed to, how you draw diagrams with these. If I do first one, I make it an OR. Then the second one, I'm gonna make it another OR. This one I'll make it and what now? Let's see if I don't want any more. No. Answer. Oh, okay. Table size and hex. Oh, I get it. So, if there's 3 inputs, you put 3 zeros. If there's 4 inputs, you put in 4 zeros. Okay, let's try 4 inputs. How about, I don't know, 1? Wait a minute. Oh shoot. Okay, that's not good. It's probably gonna give us an error. I'm just gonna copy the examples. I have no idea. How many inputs do I have to do? 16? Okay, I give up. I can't even exit out of the program. Get me out of here! Alright. Now for our last program, there's gonna be vocabulary. This is gonna ask us random words and see if we know what their meaning is. Three? Oh, so it tells you the answer is to see the definition of persistent. The definition of persistent is to see persistent. Right, so whoever wrote this just took a dictionary and Terry Davis wrote this one, I think. He just took a dictionary and copy-pasted all the words. And I thought this answer was meant to be that you're supposed to cheat. Okay, what next? Homie. Mellow as LAN capable. Or maybe he took these from a... No. These are probably generated from other definitions. There's no way he actually wrote these questions. Like he knew how to make it into a multiple choice question. One of them is always going to be the right answer, but then 3 of these are just going to be definitions from other stuff. I don't know, I'm going to say 1. cool. Genealogical. Of course, it's gonna be one. Interadditive. So it's not these two. I'm gonna guess one again. Oh wait, it's two probably. Okay, cool. 4 obviously. Okay, well, that's the end of that. Let's see what else we can do with this. So we've tried these, the games and the non-games, the code scraps and whatnot. What are these? Oh yeah, ZenithOS has additional demos on top of TempleOS. So here's the 32-bit color demo that's gonna run. We'll press F5, and it will fill our screen with a bunch of colors, a bunch of random colors. And we'll just wait for this to do its thing. Well, that will probably take a long time though. Oh, I know how to make this faster. They gave us the answers right here. Make this sleep 50. And make this sleep 10. Actually, no. This can stay as 500. This isn't part of the loop. And then it'll go way faster, I bet. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Go here. Let's make it 1. Let's see if you can overheat our computer with this program. Or I would not. Why do we even need to sleep? Can it be done instantly? Well, first let's try 1 second sleep. That looks awesome. Why did they choose such a slow increments? That's not impressive. I was thinking the computer was being slow again, and then I saw the source code. Get rid of this. Yeah! Oh, that's what we want to see, just instantly. taking up the whole screen. That's so cool. Oh no. Oh no. That's why we need to sleep. Because now it's not going to accept any inputs. It's not going to do the press any key thing. Oh no. Oh no. We can just restart though. And unlike a primitive operating system like Windows 10 or Mac OS Mac OS Big Sur, the thing that's gonna take the longest is actually just is the BIOS screen, not even the actual operating system, because we're back here already. Alright, what is this, 3D poly? Sure. GR fill poly. Oh yeah. I remember correctly, this is one of Professor's. I think this is one of Professor's programs. Let's try it. Yes. Yeah, that's cool. And we can make more of these. Pretty sure. Let's try. If only I knew how to copy and paste properly. In this, you can't just select and drag. Can you? No, you can't. These are just tabs. Wait, no, wait a minute. What even is this? What is this symbol? I've never seen that before. If that's supposed to be like like the equivalent, so that's theta. That looks like it's supposed to be omega. What's the other one? It's the one in the middle. Oh well, I'll look at this later. What's bounce? Well, this will be. I think I'm going to end the video after this demo. It's already 50 minutes long, but that's not bouncing. That's drawing a bunch of lines on my screen. Oh, one more demo. We'll look up something cool. And wallpaper fish. Sure. So did I do anything? Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Must be Zenith included with Shift F5. Oh, I see. How do I get there again? Would crash when code mem was free. Fish, where did I just see that? Oh yeah, wallpaper fish, right. Shift F5. That'll work. Pretty sure I just pressed Shift F5. Yes! Yes, it works. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the video here. That's pretty cool. Can I move these fish? No. Check that out. Check that out, man. Windows users wish they had this. Even more so the macOS users. And the Linux users. Man, I just got this live wallpaper working with one program, no dependencies, nothing. It just works. I press Shift F5 and it works. Alright, well, I should probably make more videos like this, but this is already like going to be more than an hour as it is. So I'll see you guys later.